Nobody wins when the family feels.
The Reaper, I'm from Cleveland Avenue. I go crazy, nigga know about me.
Shooting at one Atlanta park overnight left one person dead and victims found at 3 different locations. Here's what we know about this. So police say 100 shell casings were found at Empire Park after a shooting during a barbecue. 5 people were taken to Grady Hospital overnight with gunshot wounds. 1 remains in critical condition at this hour.
Now, Atlanta sends 5 people to the hospital and leaves 1 teenager dead. It happened just before 10 o'clock last night at Empire Park off Oak Drive.
Just 3 days in Atlanta where at least 18 people have been shot since Thursday afternoon. One of the people who was killed is a father and a youth football coach.
I just hate that really happened to my boy. Like, that was very unexpected. That was very unexpected. Like, to lose someone that didn't harm no one. He was a father to the community. He was an uncle to the community. And most of all, he was our neighborhood hero.
My family members in the A. What we doing? Fine. Atlanta was on fire this weekend, but not in a good way. In just 48 hours, the city saw 49 shootings, leaving 5 people dead as of now. One of them was a young rapper who had 49 shootings, leaving 5 people dead as of now. One of them was a young rapper who had just dropped a song saying "fuck his Opps," and within 3 hours, he was gone. Another case hit even closer to home. A local rapper's cousin, a respected football coach from the west side, got gunned down. And the wild part about that is that the same dude had just caught another body earlier that day who was responsible for his murder. This ain't just street drama. This real life, retaliation, and families are hurting. Atlanta turning into a war zone, not just on the weekends, but every day. One of these shootings we'll later discussed involved a local gathering. And some people will tell you right now, going to parties in the hood, it's probably a no-go in 2025.
Bro, I don't know what's up with y'all. Like, see, and I be knowing people that be going to, like, block parties and shit. Bro, them block parties, gang, that shit is not okay to go to. Bro, then motherfuckers be going around like this when it's nighttime or some shit. Like, come on, bro. Then you know these, and then it be hella females there and shit. They know it's gonna be a lot of niggas and shit. Come on, gang. You don't think somebody gonna pull up on the odds, bro? If they all outside? Come on, gang.
You making yourself an easy target. So in today's video, we're breaking it all down, step by step in chronological order. From the first shots fired to the last victim being taken too soon. We telling their stories, paying our respects, and praying for some peace in the city. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. In the last 49 hours, 18 people were shot across Atlanta in a violent stretch that left several injured. At least 2 are dead in the neighborhoods from Edgewood to Vine City. While most of the shootings appear to be unrelated, police believe some may be connected. While police are still investigating many of the shootings, only 1 arrest has been made. A suspect is accused of 2 separate shootings just hours apart on Thursday. On July 24th, 2025, the violent stretch of shootings spanned just before noon on Thursday until Saturday afternoon, involving victims ranging from teenagers to adults. Meet Deshaun Johnson. He 18 years old. He also go by the name Lil Reaper as his rap stage name, as he's an aspiring rapper.
So, my name Lil Reaper. I'm from Cleveland Avenue. I go crazy, nigga know about me. Yeah, oh God. A little like me though, I be talking that real shit.
Now Deshaun from Cleveland Avenue, which is also the neighborhood of the Atlanta rap star.
Let me tell y'all one.
Now the younger generation from Cleveland Avenue don't go by YSL anymore. They go by FM or FMH. The FM stands for Fast Money, even though they all connected.
This Cleveland Avenue, but Cleveland Avenue.
Before they go on to, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about the streets. Okay, Smooth, you can have 10, I'm not even talking about them specifics, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people in general that think they hard because they got 10 guns in one photo. Gang, just because you got 10 guns, 10 Glocks, or 10 Drakes, or whatever the fuck you got, gang, that don't mean you gonna kill whoever come through your way, or you gonna be the final top ball. Again, that don't mean nothing, bro. You can still die. The toughest nigga die. The lamest nigga don't. You gotta pick and choose what you think you gonna do in life, twin. Like, that's some real shit.
Put in the black.
Yeah.
Young teen who lost his life at a Metro Atlanta subway station, which we covered, who happens to be the younger brother of Ola Runt, Tim, and a few others, mainly Renegade henchmen members. Then they grew up over time. Nonetheless, July 24th, 2025, Thursday night at around 10 p.m., Deshaun, aka Lil Reaper, was at Empire Park alongside a crowd of over 100 people, celebrating, barbecuing, and having a good time. Until suddenly, 6 people were shot, but only Deshaun lost his life. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family.
So it sound like they came who they was trying to look for. If it sound like they came for who they was looking for, but they still injure other people. So
the victims were scattered out within miles apart. Officers responded to multiple crime scenes, beginning shortly after 9:40. The first call at Empire Park, as we just mentioned, on a 200 block of Oak Drive Southeast, where Deshaun had lost his life. A 21-year-old female was also shot in the shoulder and taken to the hospital. Moments later, police were dispatched at Glen Rose Apartments, located at 50 Mount Zion Road Southwest, where at least 3 people were reportedly injured by gunfire. While continuing their investigation, police say they stopped a sedan near the corner of Cleveland Avenue. In the vehicle, authorities say they found that a passenger had been shot in the leg. Both locations are in Atlanta's southeast area.
Teenager dead and 5 others hurt, and so far, no one has been arrested. 11 Alive's Marissa Sarbach. We're live right now outside Grady Hospital. So, Marissa, any update on these victims?
Yeah, Cody, we know 5 people were transported here to Grady Hospital overnight with gunshot wounds, and we know 1 person is remaining in critical condition here at the hospital. Atlanta police also telling us that 1 person died on scene, an 18-year-old who has been identified today as Deshaun Johnson.
When I heard the pow, 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 I was sitting right there next year.
Neighbors all around Empire Park say they heard it.
First, I thought they were firecrackers, until I just heard multiple of them. I heard about 100 and some shots.
Just before 10 o'clock last night, gunfire erupted at a barbecue in the park. APD confirms more than 100 shell casings were found. Remnants of the barbecue remain, including hot dogs and plates scattered as people scrambled to get out of harm's way. 1 bullet went through a home nearby. These are photos showing the walls it continued traveling through. The homeowner tells us thankfully no one inside was hurt, but 6 people were shot at the park and 1 person died, 18-year-old Deshaun Johnson. Victims were found at 2 different locations, all within a 2-mile radius of the park.
It was a sad thing.
There are multiple surveillance cameras in the park, and after shots were fired, APD Captain Childers gave an update on scene.
We are reviewing witness statements and video, hopefully. And hopefully we get something out of that. But right now, we don't have any suspects.
But neighbors say the cameras aren't enough.
It's a nice park, you know, and I would hate to see this park closed. It's just that I don't see Atlanta patrolling like they should be in here. You know, evening time is when they gather up, and that's when stuff goes. But you don't see Atlanta come through here.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be on it, bro. When I be running around, like, cause I was like just not on the west side not too long ago, bro. You gonna see polices, bro. I don't know, they like be patrolling, but them motherfuckers, they be in the cut for sure, bro. They either be in the cut somewhere, or they ass in front of your ass or behind your ass, bro. Like, I ain't gonna never just say you ain't gonna never see the police. You gonna see the police, gang. I'm telling you, yes you do. So I'm not saying, like, I don't know.
Again, no one is in police custody, and police have not identified any suspects in this case at this time. We'll keep you updated as we learn any more information. Reporting live tonight outside Grady Hospital, Marissa Sarbach for 11 Alive News.
And, of course, Atlanta police asking for anyone with information to come forward. There is a cash reward being offered. Marissa, thanks so much.
Now, Lil Reaper was good friends with the well-known rapper from Atlanta named Baby Kid. After his demise, he went to Instagram and said the following: "Who would have known this would have been our last picture together?" But that park shooting set the tone for how Metro Atlanta would be experiencing a weekend, because the murder rate continued to rise. But by Friday morning when news hit, Metro Atlanta was at all again, when a well-beloved football coach, 33 years old, Aaron Hines, also known as Meatball, who happens to be the cousin of the well-known Atlanta rapper, Rollo, was also shot and killed inside a townhome, leaving a community in shock and mourning. Officers have responded just after 2:30 p.m. to the Schuyler at Hill Street community, located along Schuyler Way Southeast. According to the Atlanta Police Department, officers found 33-year-old Meatball suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. Medics arrived at the scene and pronounced him dead. May he rest in peace, and loving condolences to his family. The perpetrator was caught 2 days later. He was 36 years old, identified as Tarvis Williams. When he was arrested, authorities also said he was accused of killing an unidentified man at a Shell station on Memorial Drive at around 1 p.m., just an hour and 30 minutes before allegedly killing Meatball.
Scene of a deadly shooting in Atlanta. It's at least the fourth homicide in the city in less than 48 hours. Good evening, I'm Cody Alcorn. We do want to get right out to 11 Alive's Gilad Malamed. She's live from the Crossroads shopping.
Like, ain't gonna lie, it's something every time you look up, like on Instagram, YouTube, like something going on, gang. Like, these folks don't just be vibing, man.
Center there on Lakewood Avenue off Metropolitan Parkway. Gilad, the shopping center is home to a handful of businesses, including the Lakewood Diner. What's happening out there now?
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna stop pausing it. But let me tell you one thing about Atlanta, bro. See, one thing about it, some of these folks, see, people ain't gonna agree with me on this shit, but I'm gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna be real. One thing I will say about it, gang, Atlanta, they damn near trying to be a mini Chicago, bro. Cause Atlanta, I'm not gonna say they don't have murders. I'm not gonna say none of that. I'm not gonna say we don't have nothing. We a good state. I ain't gonna say all that. But what I will say, this is really like a money-making city, gang. So all this, like, I'm not saying they don't do nothing down here. I'm just saying, bro, it's not known for doing all this shooting and shit. It's some wild shit, bro. Out of my 16 years of living, it's the most, probably, I don't know, but I just know there's some crazy shit right here, bro.
Yeah, Cody, and for much of the evening, people could not access those businesses. This parking lot was blocked off as Atlanta police investigated this shooting. It actually only opened back up just about an hour and 20 minutes or so ago. And a lot of the focus of the investigation was actually right behind me, around 2 cars that were in this parking lot. Atlanta police say that the man who was shot died on the scene. Officers responded here shortly before 6 p.m. It appears this happened in the middle of the parking lot, not in front of any specific business. Several family members and friends of the victim stayed here for much of the evening, saying this was a close family. One of the friends I spoke to says this involved 2 family members. Atlanta police, though, have not said what led up to the shooting. Police also have not said whether they are looking for any suspects at this time or any information about those suspects. This is an ongoing investigation, and we will keep you posted when we have more details. Live in Atlanta, Gilad Malamed, 11 Alive News.
Gilad, thanks so much. And as we mentioned, this is at least the 4th homicide the city of Atlanta has had in less than 48 hours. The first happened around 1 p.m. yesterday afternoon at a Shell gas station on Memorial Drive. That's in the Edgewood neighborhood, and where police say Tarvis Williams shot and killed a man. Tonight, that man has not been identified. Not even 90 minutes later, police say Williams shot and killed 33-year-old Aaron Hines at a townhome here on Schuyler Way. That's just about 10 minutes from the first shooting on Memorial Drive. These are new pictures of Hines his sister shared with us this afternoon. She says everyone knew him as Coach Ball, a father and a youth football coach. Right now, 36-year-old Tarvis Williams is in custody, accused in both of those shootings. He's facing several charges, including murder and aggravated assault. Well, there is still a search underway in southeast Atlanta for the person who shot 6 people at Empire Park. One of the victims did not survive. He's been a 1-year-old woman on this.
Bro, why he be posting like the same thing he was just talking about?
It was literally everything I had left. There's not a soul on earth knew me more or before Ball. Not even my mama, because his mama and my mama put us in a playpen and we figured this shit out on our own. This is the founder of Fam America. I don't know how, but I somehow became the face of this fam goonsh. I honestly was just supporting my big cousin Meatball, which will never stop. This is the person I learned how to crawl with. I learned how to walk with. I learned how to talk with. This is the person the feds literally begged me to point the finger at. My boy ain't even have to spend 1 second in jail. Some is to be taken to the grave. The only thing my boy wanted was for the family to come back together. And can't no one deny that. Every door that I closed is now open for Ball. If you knew him, you knew what his heart desired. I'm gonna go all the way for him. Hashtag ball forever.
From this park right here through Vine City, we're gonna turn left on Kennedy Street, going through the bluff. We're gonna walk down James P. where his mama rumor house was and where Tashiba got killed at. And then we're gonna go straight to the candlelight. So if you wanna walk for ball today, pull up at this park. We're leaving here about 3, 4 o'clock. I know there's late loaders or whatnot. And tomorrow, we burying him like a Muslim. We not allowing him to go to no church, bro. I'm sorry for all those that believe in other religions and stuff, but we will bury him like a Muslim. So tomorrow we're gonna meet at the same park tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Pray for him and take him to the Muslim cemetery. So I beg that everybody be patient with us. We wearing all white to the funeral. And that night at VVS, we doing an all black party. Cause Ball love them black F01s. So that's what we're doing.
I know we didn't talk about every victim of violence in Atlanta this weekend, but we do want to say to everyone who lost their life this weekend, we want to say once again, rest in peace and love and condolences to